The only reason he asked her out is because she's white.
It has nothing to do with me being white chocolate. Not that a person can be white chocolate. It has everything to do with you.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. What's up, guys? VinceDao here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. So today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And I saw this clip that I figured would work for Valentine's Day because, well, you'll see. But by now, I'm sure you've seen me or another conservative content creator react to The Proud Family. That's this woke reboot of a Disney cartoon. And they had that one scene that was like, slaves built this country. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you've seen it. You can watch my video on that if not. But anyways, it turns out that's not the only horrendous moment in the show because the entire thing is just awful, disgusting garbage. And we found this scene. Check it out. This is the reaction of the black girls in the show after their white friend gets a boyfriend, I guess? I don't know. Check it out.
Miss Proud, the only reason he asked her out is because she's white.
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it is true. Right, Maya?
Yup. My cousin said Noah's favorite chocolate is white. No swirls.
You're all just jealous that Noah asked me out and not you. It has nothing to do with me being white chocolate. Not that a person can be white chocolate. It has everything to do with you.
Okay,
I don't know why
guys,
you can't see that it's white. I can't believe you guys want to know.
What in the world? Okay, look, so you might see this and be like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but what's the big deal? And maybe you're right. You know, if I saw this on a normal TV show, I would still cringe, but would I be making a video about it? Not necessarily, but I want to remind people, this is a kids show, isn't it? Like it's on Disney and stuff. And we're talking about berating a white girl for pulling a guy that they liked on a show for like kids. Like what even is going on? I don't know, but I think it's strange. You know what stuff like this is going to do? You know what all the stuff they're showing kids is going to do besides rob their innocence? And this is what I see in this scene. It's gonna incite bullying against white kids. That's the truth. Between seeing scenes like this and that 1619 performance, what do you think kids are gonna do when they watch this show? How do you think they're gonna go to school and treat the white kids? It's horrible. And it's horrible what is inevitably going to happen. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. You know, conservatives talk a lot about the gender stuff, which is important, obviously, but we don't talk about the racist hatred of white people that is being taught to children enough, which is also very consequential. Not just now, but in the future. Right? America is becoming a more and more diverse country. The white share of the population is shrinking. That's just a statistical fact. And we're teaching our kids to basically hate white people and gang up on the white kids from a very young age. So what's going to happen when these kids grow up and they've been brainwashed since birth to hate white people? It's terrifying to think about, especially if you are someone who happens to be white or has white children. But there will be social consequences, political consequences, lots of consequences from kids being raised this way. And that's kind of scary. Like, what will these kids do when they're older? What types of political ideas will they support? And what's even worse, and this is horrible to think about, I pray all that I can that it doesn't come to this, but who's to say we don't become South Africa, where hate crimes against white people are just a regular occurrence? And you can call that crazy, but you see what every authoritarian regime in history does with the youth. They make them violent fanatics. That's going on right now, and I wouldn't dismiss those consequences. So I really worry how white kids are going to get treated in a lot of American public schools with all of this. It's horrible. They are inciting bullying against white kids by teaching this stuff, and they know that. I don't think they care. I think it's intentional. And you might say, Well, who cares about bullying? That'll toughen them up. Isn't that kind of old school? Yeah, but first of all, what will happen when white kids inevitably stand up to their bullies as a result of this? They will be blamed. They will be labeled the racists. They will get kicked out of school. Like, that's how the system works, and we know it. You know, things aren't actually fair. And secondly, even if it is just school bullying, when you're teaching kids to have these biases and prejudice from a young age, they're going to carry those into adulthood. Like I said earlier, this is a little bit different than just picking on the nerdy kid for being a nerd, right? It's one thing to pick on a dork. It's another to possess a deep ideological hatred of a certain race from a young age. So, yeah. Scary to think about. But there's the Proud family. Don't be miserable like this, guys. Have a happy Valentine's Day. And if you're single, you know, that's okay. So am I. But don't go around projecting misery because of it. All right, just saying. Also, before we go, just wanted to say prayers to the Midwest, just between Michigan State and the Chernobyl situation in Ohio that nobody wants to talk about. It's nuts. So keep the whole Rust Belt in your prayers, please. But okay. Until next time, folks, be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. Consider becoming a member for exclusive perks. And until the next time I see you, Alpha Moves only. God bless and peace.